Forget the traditional paths. Forget the corporate ladder, the 30-year mortgage, the permission-based life sold to you as security. That isn't a ladder to freedom, it's a beautifully decorated cage. The Sigma male doesn't seek to climb the existing pyramid. He quietly builds his own. Not a kingdom that demands subjects, but an empire of one. A sovereign, self-sustaining state where he is the sole architect, citizen, and king. This is a blueprint not for flashy riches, but for profound, untouchable wealth, the wealth of total autonomy. It's built on principles that run counter to everything society preaches, because your goal isn't to win their game, but to design your own. 1. The foundational philosophy. Wealth is a function of optionality, not possession. Society defines wealth as the accumulation of things: money, property, status symbols. These are traps disguised as trophies. They create overhead, demand maintenance, and, most dangerously, they create attachment. True wealth in the Sigma calculus is measured in optionality. It is the number of doors you can walk through at any moment. It's the liquid capital that allows you to say no without flinching. It's the portable skill set that lets you work from anywhere. It's the minimal overhead that allows you to move, pivot, or disappear. Your first investment is never in a stock. It's in expanding your range of motion. Every decision is filtered through this lens. Does this expand my options? Or does it nail another board over the window of my cage? A luxury car that requires a massive loan is negative optionality. A profitable, automated online skill is pure optionality. You are building an escape pod first, a palace second. 2. The capital engine. Monetizing your obsessions, not your time. The system wants you to sell discrete blocks of your life, 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year, in exchange for a capped salary. This is the worst trade in human history. You are trading the finite, your time and focus, for the limited, a paycheck. The Sigma inverts this. He builds systems that monetize his unique cognitive architecture, his deep focus, his pattern recognition, his ability to work in sustained solitude. He doesn't seek a job. He identifies a high-value problem that aligns with his natural obsessions and crafts a scalpel-like solution. The process. It begins in silent mode. You identify a niche, a complex puzzle, an inefficient market that bores others but fascinates you. You spend months unseen, mastering it. You then build a digital asset, a course, a specialized software tool, a subscription newsletter, a consultancy framework. This asset is a reflection of your deep, quiet work. You are not selling hours. You are selling the package value of your focused intelligence. The goal is to detach your income from your direct physical labor. 1 hour of your work should be able to pay you 100 or 1,000 times over through leverage and scalability. Your obsession becomes your factory, and you are its silent sole owner. 3. The stealth infrastructure, operating in the invisible economy. No billboards, no loud launches, no desperate networking. The empire of one is built in the shadows of the attention economy. While others fight for likes, followers, and viral moments, you are building direct, value-based relationships and silent sales funnels. Your marketing is not broadcasting, it is magnetic attraction. You publish deep, substantive work in select places. You solve one person's complex problem exceptionally well, and they become a silent evangelist. Your brand is simply the consistent, undeniable quality of your output and your unshakable integrity. You avoid platforms that demand your soul as the price of admission. You own your website, your email list, your payment processor, your own digital territory. You are not a sharecropper on social media's land. You are a homesteader on your own server. This makes you resilient to algorithms, cancellations, and the changing whims of digital landlords. 4. The fortress balance sheet, assets that work for you, liabilities that you never serve. Your personal finance is the balance sheet of your empire. Most people's sheets are littered with liabilities disguised as assets. A car loan on a depreciating car, a massive mortgage on a house that demands constant work, consumer debt for items that lost value the moment they were purchased. You cultivate a different portfolio. Your assets are liquid capital, cash, treasuries, the ultimate optionality. Income-generating digital assets. Your courses, your software, your royalties. Appreciating intellectual property. A book, a proprietary method. Minimalist, appreciating tangibles. A single, well-chosen piece of land, a tool that makes money. Your own educated mind. Your greatest asset, constantly compounding. Your liabilities are near zero. You own a reliable vehicle, not a flashy one. You rent or own a modest, efficient space that doesn't anchor you. You have no consumer debt. You view every potential liability with extreme prejudice. Will this demand monthly payments that force me back onto the hamster wheel? If the answer is yes, you walk away. Your goal is a balance sheet where your assets generate more than enough to cover a lifestyle of deliberate simplicity, leaving a massive surplus to reinvest in further optionality. 5. The victory condition, the irreversible exit from the rat race. The end goal is not retirement at 65. It is liberation as soon as possible. It is reaching the point where your essential living expenses are covered indefinitely by the automated or semi-automated output of your capital engine. This is your freedom threshold. Once crossed, it is irreversible. You are now playing a completely different game. Work becomes a choice, a pursuit of interesting problems, not a desperate scramble for survival. Your relationship with time transforms. You are no longer renting out your weeks to a master. You are allocating your days to projects that compound your empire and your understanding. You can take a Wednesday morning to hike, to read, to think, because your systems are working while you're gone. This is not laziness. It is the strategic use of time as the ultimate luxury good. 6. The sovereignty mindset. Your independence is your legacy. Ultimately, the empire of one isn't just about money. It is about proving a concept that a single individual, operating with ruthless focus, intellectual honesty, and a disdain for societal scripts, can build a fortress of freedom in a world designed for dependence. Your wealth is a side effect of your discipline and your unique perspective. Your legacy is not a dynasty you leave to others, but the fully realized example of a life lived on one's own terms. It is a quiet, powerful testament that the entire narrative of modern life, go to school, get into debt, work until you're old, then maybe live, is a choice, not a mandate. And you chose differently. Building this empire is the ultimate metagame. It is the physical, financial manifestation of your psychological sovereignty. You are not protesting the system. You are not fighting it. You are quietly, steadily, and irrevocably building your exit from it, brick by digital brick, until one day you look up and realize the cage door was never locked. You were just building such a magnificent structure outside of it that walking out was the only logical thing to do. To understand the non-negotiable personal rules that protect the focus and energy required to build this empire, watch our essential video. It is the operational doctrine for the sovereign builder. It's the